Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Here we are again, hoping to, well, do more things, I guess, today. Wow. I think we just have battles to do today. I don't think we have much else to do. So yeah, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we make it there, maybe we don't. I really do not know. I guess we'll just see what happens. I would like to get all of the battles done today, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible or not.
The fight starts
So
now.
yeah, let's just go ahead and start kicking some butt. Let's do this. Let's frickin' go. It's a Mario.
Leave everything you have on this battlefield.
Alright, let's do this.
All units, move out.
You know what? Bad
Not a
idea.
problem.
My fault. I'm kind of dumb.
I've
You
got
take
this.
that stronghold.
Begin the
Ingrid,
operation.
you take this
Our
one.
orders are clear.
Mercedes,
Shall we?
take this
Let's
one.
give it a shot.
And Dimitri,
We will proceed
you
as
can have the
planned.
one that's all the way up here. You know what? Wait, hold on a minute.
To perform to
Okay,
Begin
wait,
the
hold on a
operation.
minute. Kind of dumb.
Our
Just a
orders
little
are
bit,
clear.
just a little dumb.
Shall we?
There we go.
We will win.
Let's switch
I'm
over to
sure of it.
Mercedes. We can just come right over here and take this stronghold right here. Nope, that's not what I
Take
wanted
this
to happen.
stronghold.
There you are. I keep forgetting to change her class. What is wrong with me? I just gotta change her class. That's all I gotta do. And I keep forgetting to do it, and I completely miss. My God, man. What is the matter with me?
crush their defenses.
Hey, vey. So, literally, all of today I have been playing, Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I've never beaten a Mario... There's so many games that I haven't beaten, but then again, there are so many games that I have. But, like, for example, I've never played a Grand Theft Auto game. And I don't think I ever will. I don't know. It's never seemed very, intriguing to me. Like, I always like playing the hero, and so, like, that type of stuff of being the thief and all that doesn't sound very appealing. But yeah, I always play the hero, even when I'm playing games like, for example, once we do those, you guys will see, although it will probably be a while until we actually play that.
Be sure to keep hold of it.
I'm talking about Dragon Age. I hope
Please find it in
that
your
once
heart
we
to help
get
me.
the chance to actually
Let's work together.
play those games, the Dragon Age games, I plan, once we actually do play them, to do them back to back to back to back, right? So there's... God. You know what? I can't even say that exactly, because I'm not sure how many games there are going to be by the time we actually get to it. Because they already announced that they're making, what are they calling it? Red Wolf? So that's a thing. So yeah, there might be 4 games, or there might just be 2. I mean, 3. Jesus. So there are 3 different Dragon Age games. And my personal favorite is Dragon Age 2. But that's literally just like a personal thing. I just prefer it. I don't know why I do. Dragon Age, I think, in my personal opinion, my ranking of the Dragon Age games goes 2, 1, Inquisition. Which would be 2 Origins in
never have
Inquisition,
achieved
because 1 is not,
victory without
one
everyone's
is
help.
Origins. But yeah, those games are all really, really good. They are, they have really good stories. They can be difficult at times. Because sometimes you're having to juggle having to play the game somewhat like an action game and then somewhat like a tactical game at the same time. And it's a different type of tactical game, not at all like Fire Emblem. Well, you know what? That's a very good question. Is it a tactical RPG or a strategy RPG? No. We call Fire Emblem a tactical RPG, don't we?
Good.
I think we do. I'm not certain. But I think we do consider Fire Emblem. I think it's tactical, not strategy. No, because then it would be then it would be TRPG. So it would be SRPG. So yeah, it would be strategy RPG, no? I'm having a massive brain fart right now. If you couldn't tell. Let's do
The
this.
fight starts now.
It's funny also because every time I've tried to get into a game that is similar to Fire Emblem, I've never been
Let's go,
able to
everyone.
actually do it. I don't know what it is,
We
but
will
it's just
proceed as
difficult
planned.
for me to do it.
We must strive
It
to
just
perform to the
feels
best
so
of-
incredibly
we?
different.
Let's give it a shot.
To the Fire Emblem feels
Begin the
just so much
operation.
better is the
I'm
problem.
sure we'll win.
Fire Emblem
Yeah,
feels
we can
fantastic
win
at
this.
times, and then the other games don't necessarily feel like it. I mean, I still play and I still like the game. Nowhere near as much as Fire Emblem. Like, the style is alright, but like, I still prefer Fire Emblem.
Crush their defenses.
Like, same thing with Final Fantasy Tactics, right? It's like, it's alright, but I'd never take it over Fire Emblem. Never. And I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% certain on the actual dates.
What's next?
But I think Fire
I'll handle
Emblem might
this.
have been like one of the first mainstream strategy RPGs. Not 100% certain there at all, but I think.
Let's carve a swath through
Well,
the
you know what?
battlefield.
I should say video game strategy RPGs. You know what? There are probably like a whole bunch of different tabletop versions. That were similar to Fire
Not a
Emblem
problem.
before,
I've got this.
you know,
Shall
it
we?
actually came out. Still,
They put up the tough fight.
I think Fire Emblem was really the one that, like, pulled it off well enough to the point where people actually liked it. Though, the first few Fire Emblem games never released in the United States as we've been over. Or actually never released anywhere, I don't think anywhere in the world except for Japan. I think Japan was the only place to actually get
For them.
the original 5 Fire Emblem games, I believe it is. Everywhere else just kind of like
We will proceed as planned. We must
didn't
strive
get
to
anything
perform-
until
Shall we?
7.
Let
Which, if I remember correctly, the reason we got
shall take
7
the lead.
was
Let's
because of
move
the
out.
fact that people really liked Marth and people really liked
Charge!
Roy in Smash. I think that's really like the true reason we got them. Which, funnily enough, yeah, I guess that would kind of make sense because in the next game they put out in the US and it's kind of, not necessarily, kind of like a prequel to Roy's game. Kind of.
I won't lose.
Very different, but it's I mean, kind of like a prequel because it goes over,
The strategy.
you know, Roy's father and Roy's father and
You
everything.
won't stop.
So Roy's father, Lin, which I think at this point is still one of the most popular Fire Emblem characters of all time. People love that woman. As a matter of fact,
success.
they recently released a Lin figure. I think,
Not a problem.
was it Lin the first one that came out?
I'm here to help.
No. So they did have other Fire Emblem figures before Lin. I don't think any of them have been the same quality as Lin before Lin came out.
Resistance is futile.
I'm not exactly sure, because I know they had a Cordelia one, I know they had a Tharja one, I know they had a Camilla one.
We will have to hold the line for now.
What, were those produced by Bitsmile as well? I think they were. Oh, shoot. Yep.
No. We failed.
Now I feel like an idiot, and I look like an idiot. Restart from checkpoint, yeah. And I'll just send in Mercedes, take the guy out very quickly, and not have to deal with any of this.
Allow me.
Goodbye. No, get off of her. Go, 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 go!
Let's move out.
Let's just take this guy out very, very, very quickly. Hello!
Charge!
Goodbye. Surprising that didn't take away more health.
Good position if we can
I really thought it would. Ow. I hate the fact of not being able to dodge in this. It sucks. Goodbye. Yep, that's just the way it is, man. That's
Thank you for
just the
your
way it
protection.
is. Huh. Oh my god. So apart from playing the Mario and Luigi game, which is, I only have two of them. I have Bowser's Inside Story and I have Bowser's Inside Story and I have
Indeed.
Mario Luigi Paper Jam. I have them both on the 3DS, so I have the 3DS remake of Bowser's Inside Story. But there's one that I actually really, really want, and that would be,
What's the thing?
Mario Luigi Dream Team. Now, specifically, the reason I mentioned that one in specific is because of the fact that I remember, to this day, being a kid and watching Zack Scott play Mario Luigi Dream Team, and I wanted that game so bad.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
I need to find that somewhere
Everything has its
for a
use.
good price. Like, really, seriously, I really do.
Time to work you into shape.
Train. Successive. Yes. Okay.
Time to work. With proper training, you'll be
I
unstoppable.
need to go to the Chore Master. The Chore Master!
Here to make yourself useful?
Yes, Master! Who should I do? Yeah, let's do that.
What do you
And yet,
We all must do our fair share.
Back to the war map. Back to more fighting. Let's do this. Man, I still remember. I don't know why. I kind of feel like the original Warriors, or the original Fire Emblem Warriors. So the one that was originally on the 3DS, I believe. Had characters that were slightly more unique, I would say, than this game. Because most of the characters played
God
completely
is
differently,
will watch over us.
not even depending on their class.
We will win.
It was...
I'm sure of it.
I mean, yeah, you had characters that played very similarly, but then you had characters that played nothing alike. So, like, if I remember correctly, even though, especially when the DLC characters came out, which I don't think this game is actually going to get a DLC, doesn't seem like it, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. But, like,
no use
the original Warriors had situations where, like, yeah, Robin and Tharja were fairly similar, yet they still had their own specific differences. And then, like, oh god, what's her name? It was one of the DLC characters. It was a mage. It was from Shadow Dragon. She has reddish hair. She uses light magic. She wears a pink dress. Oh god, what's her name? What is her name?
I'm all right.
Are you ready?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I think it starts with an L,
I'll handle
but
this.
I'm not 100% certain. I'm not 100% certain, like, whatsoever, if her name starts with an L or not. I think it does, but I could be 100% wrong. Shoot, what is her name, dude?
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I've awaited this moment.
Dimitri, do me a
proceed as
favor,
planned.
go over here and help the commoner
We'll have to
by
take
beating up
these
those
from
guys.
here. Take a breather.
Over here. Take these guys out. I seriously cannot remember her name. I'm gonna... Oh my gosh, why can't I remember her name? Okay, you know what? Let's see here.
Allow me.
This isn't looking so good.
Let's just do this very quickly, and... Shadow Dragon recruitment. I don't even know what chapter you recruit her on. But I can't remember her name. And I think she starts off at level 1, which is weird. But she has aura. She's the only character in the game that has aura. She recruits chapter... no, chapter 10. Linde, that's what her name is. God, in the original Warriors, she was slightly different because of the fact that, she used, like, mostly light magic for long. She was literally like a 100% glass cannon, though. She would take massive damage, but she dealt, like, some of the highest damage. Still, you did have characters like Kamala, who were just, you know, some of the best characters in the game. Same thing with Minerva. But other than that, I don't think there was anybody else that was too crazy powerful. I mean, it's definitely true that I don't know, but like Marth and Lucy, I mean not Marth, Jesus. You did have characters that played similarly with slight differences. So for example, you have I don't know why they decided to have Marth and Celica share a moveset pretty much. With slight differences. I really don't understand it. I mean, yeah, I guess Celica is a sword fighter that uses magic, but how does that have anything to do with Marth?
Luck was on our side today.
I mean, Celica using sword and magic together makes sense, but Marth makes no sense. Like, I get it, yeah, the falchion is a legendary weapon, and it could be considered like a magic weapon if you really want to get into depth with it. But it's, you know, it's not necessarily like he can actually use magic. Again, I've never beaten Shadow Dragon. I've only gotten up to a certain point. I've never even made it to Chapter 10 in Shadow Dragon. There's one specific chapter where every time I start playing it, I get to that chapter, and I just stop. I get bored with it. Shadow Dragon just doesn't look as good as the rest of the Fire Emblem games. It looks bad. You know, and it feels like such a downgrade, especially after, like, the attack animations in, Combat ult for Axis. It sucks because it's such a downgrade from Radiant Dawn. Because Radiant Dawn had really, really, really good combat animations. I mean, Path of Radiance didn't have as great attack animations, but then again, first time they did 3D, they did a pretty good job for the first time ever doing 3D combat animations. And then Radiant Dawn just took it to the next level, and we were like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna make it good. So it makes me beg the question of, why not release Shadow Dragon on the Wii with similar graphics to
Victory will be ours. Together.
Radiant Dawn? I mean, if they would have done that, I feel like, you know, Shadow Dragon wouldn't have, like, almost killed the series. Because it was those two games, it was the remake of Shadow Dragon and, or the remake of Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, it was originally called, and, New Mystery of the Emblem, but, like, really were the ones that didn't make any money. Then again, it's also kind of sucky because you actually think about it, and,
I'll handle this.
Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance didn't make a lot of money either. And, like, the reason we always say, like, Awakening saved the series is because, I guess, when that happened, Nintendo learned how to finally market the freaking thing and how to come up with a good release date for it. Because every time before Awakening, they released, like, a Fire Emblem game with, like, barely any marketing. And they released it during a time where, like, other stuff was coming out that was, like, slightly more popular. But then Awakening came out, added a whole bunch of things, you know, made it so that more people could enjoy the game because of the whole casual mode situation.
We must leave the
And on top of that, adding, or just having a lot of marketing for the game. That game had a lot of marketing. Same thing with,
We shall see this through to the bitter end.
Fates. I think Fates had even more. I think Fates had even more marketing than,
We will proceed as planned.
Then
We must strive
Fates had
to
more
perform to the best
marketing
of
than
our
Awakening,
ability.
I think.
Not a problem.
Because I think they put a lot of effort into marketing Fates, which I think before Three Houses came out, not Awakening, Fates was the best-selling game in the series, if I'm not incorrect. I don't really know. Well, you know what? Probably because it was the Pokemon situation. I call it the Pokemon situation, where you have multiple games for a singular actual game. I always call that the Pokemon situation, because it ticks me off when people do that.
Shall we?
It's like, you could have just made one singular game, you know. It wouldn't have been
I shall
different.
take the lead.
Like, seriously. Literally,
This is all
Fates
my
was
fault.
like the precursor to Three Houses.
breather.
On to the next then.
It's the truth. It was. Fates was the absolute precursor to Three Houses. I mean, think about it. 3 different routes that you could take towards the beginning of the game, and each one has a different story. They just did Three Houses much, much, much better. The writers actually did a good job that time around. And you know, it wasn't just completely and totally based on, oh yeah, well this game is harder and this game is easier. It was just nah, let's just make good games. That's all they really needed to do from the very beginning.
This
We're
moment.
done for. The rest is up to you.
Jesus.
Begin the op.
Was that helpful?
Alright. Ugh.
This ends here.
But it's odd, because I feel like Nintendo's gotten more popular in
I
recent
always
years.
used to worry about
Before
you, Mercedes.
Breath of the Wild,
But I see
Twilight
now that
Princess
there
was
is
the
no
best-selling
need.
Zelda game. Then again, Twilight Princess was released
You
on,
have awaited this moment.
what, 3 different consoles? Because it was released on the GameCube, it was released on the Wii, and then it was released on the Wii U. So yeah. Still, I think Ocarina of Time had more releases than Twilight Princess did. Seriously, that's not even a joke. I think it actually did. Because you had the original N64 version, you had the Master Quest version, you had, I believe, the special edition version that was also on the GameCube, then you have the 3DS version, all the Virtual Console versions. Ocarina of Time was released a lot of different times. And it's because Nintendo knows that Ocarina of Time is a good game and it makes them money.
At last, our long fight has
But then
come
Breath
to
of
an
the
end.
Wild came out, and I think that's currently, I think, the best-selling Zelda game of all time. And it gets sold better than any other Zelda game in the series. I don't know why that is. Maybe it was because of the open world, I don't know. But seriously. And I actually love the fact that, you can actually take a look at the best-selling consoles of all time. PS2, I believe, is still the #1 best-selling console of all time. But, the rest of the console... Oh, God. I'll continue the thought after the cutscene.
I see. Then the regicide of our late King Lambert was orchestrated by none other than you and your accomplices here, Viscount Mateus. What's more, you had the audacity to pin the blame for your crime onto the innocent people of Dusker.
We did what we believed to be right, and we still believe it so. I bear neither shame nor regret for our actions.
Our hand was forced, Baron. We took no pleasure in the deed. But we could not lie down and allow Lambert to trample over us with his tyrannical policies.
His beloved Eastern lords may have submitted with naught but a whimper, knowing full well that they would always have the favor of the king. But we in the West refuse to play his game. It's as simple as that.
I understand the situation you found yourself in, but I failed to see the righteousness or necessity in the measures you chose. Of course, aspects of Lambert's reign troubled me as well. Yet one can never predict what may lie on the other side of a violent, radical revolution. With that understanding in mind, I decided to obey the late king's wishes. If you took issue with his policy, you should have made a formal protest. Surely a dialogue is a more preferable outcome to cold-blooded murder.
Any protest we made would never have drowned out the chorus of his blind devotees.
Wrong. His Majesty would have listened had you only explained your troubles. I'm sure of it. Instead, you cast aside your duties as his retainers, crawled into a fetid bed with the Empire, and ended his life like the base cowards you are. Well, the time has come to face judgment for your sins.
My. Do you really think yourself so different from them, dear Baron?
Cornelia, you scheming wretch.
Judgment for your sins? Do you think this is one of that decrepit church's tired old parables? Sorry, but you're part of this now, trapped here like the rest of us. So be a good little boy, and do your part in sowing chaos in Fargus and the rest of Fodlan while you're at it.
Alrighty then. Anyway, oh my god, okay. We'll do all that stuff very quickly. My thought was, what was my thought again? I've completely forgotten. Completely and totally forgotten. 100% forgotten. I can't think of anything. Talking about Zelda games, how they sold. Oh right, the rest of the game. There's like, okay, so top 10 best selling consoles of all time. I think a majority of them are Nintendo consoles because the Wii is on there. The DS family is on there. The Switch is on there. As a matter of fact, the Switch outsold the PS4, I think, recently. Okay, hold on. I need to think here for a second. Let's actually look up the list. Let's look up the actual list. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll volunteer 2 people here, and I'll take a look at the list.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two.
Let's do this, Ash.
Okay, here we are.
We can do anything we put our minds to. Let's show our friends the power of teamwork.
Okay, so number 1 is the PS2. Number 2, and wow. Number 2 is the Nintendo DS. 3 is the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. 4 is the PS4. 5 is the... Didn't the Switch outsell the PS4? Wait a second. Hold on a minute. I think this list might be old. Did the Switch PS4 has outsold the lifetime sales of the PlayStation 4? So the Switch is higher than the PS4. I don't know why it's like that. Then the PlayStation, then the Wii. So we look at top 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have, at number 10, Game Boy Advance, so that's 1 for Nintendo, then the Xbox 360, then the PlayStation 3, then Wii, that's 2 for Nintendo, then the PlayStation, then the PlayStation 4, then the Nintendo Switch, that's 3, no? 1, 2, yep, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the top 10 best-selling consoles of our time belong and were made by Nintendo.
We all must do our fair share.
So we have Facilities Master, also to improve our facility.
Allow me to assist with any
sorry.
matters regarding the facilities.
Supply depot. Use the types of tradable items. Gain more smithing tools when dealing with reduces the number of smithing tools for upgrade. Let's do that. Okay, marketplace increases the type of gifts that can be bought. Increases the type of weapons that can be bought. Increases the types of resources and ingredients that can be bought. Let's do that. I can't get any of this stuff yet. Decoration quarter expands the number of dishes you can cook. We'll do that. Can't do that. Blacksmith reduces the cost of using the blacksmith. Let's do that. And then I think after that we can't really do anything else. Yes. Okay.
Let me know if I may be of further
Reward is available.
Well,
Pick up an
how'd it
award.
go?
And we're probably not going to use those 10 free uses
Any
of
results
the
are good
forge
results.
just yet, because I don't think we have any weapon that I actually want to forge just yet. I start using the forge much later on in the game when, like, it gets to the point where I have weapons that I actually want to forge. So let's just deploy out into the next area and let's do it. Let's quell the rebellion, baby. Oh, forgot I had to save. I think there's gonna be a cutscene here. I think. If it ever loads. Yeah, there we go.
Gustav, Annette, the success of this plan lies on your shoulders.
We've got this, Your Majesty. I swear, we'll make my uncle see the light.
You sure about this, Dimitri? I probably shouldn't be saying this in front of the Baron's relatives, but the Western Lords could end up convincing Baron Dominic to lead them once more. Killing him now could spare us a storm of grief later.
It would be quicker, I'll admit that. But convincing him to join our cause will pay dividends later on. I'm sure of it.
Not to mention that the Baron's eldest son possesses a crest of his own. Even if the father falls, what's to stop the other lords from promoting his heir as their standard bearer?
That's exactly why I'd rather this end with Baron Dominic as an ally, not a corpse. But first, we'll need to whittle down the armies of the other Western Lords. Only then can we seek an opportunity to reach him.
Dimitri, we should get moving.
Right you are. Our numbers in this battle will be few. Much of our army is off defending Aryan Road from the Empire. In other words, this fight shall not be an easy one. But we cannot afford to fail. And I will need all of your help to ensure we do not.
I wonder what the Dimitri of a few months ago would say if he could hear you now. For what it's worth, I like this version of you better. You seem more at ease.
At ease, hmm? Yes. Perhaps I am.
Look at you go, actually making friends. I can tell this has been quite a fulfilling time for you. Not to say I'm not pleased myself. I only hope you haven't forgotten your true purpose among all this camaraderie.
The Ashen Demon.
If you ever hope to reach the highest of heights, you need a powerful aspiration driving you forward. You know, when we first met, I was struck by the undeniable might of your will. Such strength laid bare the tremendous potential you hold for growth. But if you lose sight of your driving purpose, the growth I hope so dearly for you may not, in fact, come to pass.
Hey, Arlo.
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
And my purpose? Why can't we just say it's fighting for Dimitri and call it a day? Right now, that's just as important to me as surpassing the Ashen Demon. Maybe even more so. Arvel, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
You know, I just realized I haven't had to voice act a lot in this game, which is definitely good for me, but I have a feeling that's probably going to destroy my ability to do it, because I'm out of practice at this point. Okay, yeah, Sacred Shield, okay, let's do Armor Protection, Call in the Gods. I can do one more. Let's do Poison Tactic. I think we're good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's do this!
Viscount Mateus, Viscount
Oh,
Elidor.
wow. You can just see their health go down right off the bat. Oh, that's great. Goodbye.
We will focus our efforts on persuading the Baron to join our cause.
Yep.
Chip away at the other
Show you all like that, and
I will make my
so long!
reason if it is the last thing I do.
With all the progress we've made, the Western Lords are probably feeling the heat pretty hard. I bet he'll be
I think I remember
receptive.
this map. It looks familiar.
Stay vigilant.
Looks familiar, definitely. From how it looks familiar, I don't know exactly. I'm trying to remember what exactly looks familiar about
Such
this.
foolishness. Now, show
But
them
I
the
think I
price of
remember
their
this
folly.
layout. I think.
Allow me.
So long!
There are likely more awaiting.
You know what? We might, I've actually never beaten Mario 64. I kind of want to, now that I think about it. Maybe we can play that on the channel at some point. I've only ever beaten 2 3D Mario games, and I've never beaten a 3D Mario.
Apologies for the trouble.
I'm not very
Let
good
us
at
continue
platformers.
onward.
So there is that. But I have beaten Mario Galaxy and I have beaten Super Mario 3D.
Are you ready?
I've gotten pretty far in 3D World. I have three. Wait.
What's
No, wait. I think I have them mixed up. Wait. No, 3D World is the one that's on the Wii U and the Switch. 3D Land is the one that's on the 3DS. Yeah, I have them 100% confused. I've beaten 3D World, I haven't beaten 3D Land. Oop, whoops, I hit the wrong button. I just used like so much of my,
I'll handle this.
Who's he getting attacked by? What does it say he's getting attacked? By who?
I can go.
Whoa! Hey there, calm down, buddy. Said, calm down. Listen here! Listen here! Come here! Come here! Frickin'. Yeah! Yes! Get all of them! All of them! Every last one of them.
I've got this.
Oh, I missed my chance.
Are you ready?
Doesn't matter, he's done. Come here. This is the end for you, Tsushimi-san. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my brother. Whoa! I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Okay. Let's move. Let's go! Oh yeah, I remember this. I 100% remember this. Oh, come on. I'm not there. Just there. Bye. I need to focus on taking out the gatekeeper here. However, I can get multiple. Yeah. Is that all of them? Is that all of them?
The Baron lies
Looks like it
dead
was all of
ahead.
them.
Onward!
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. Hey, Gustav, what are you doing? What is he doing? He's just standing there like an idiot. Come on, man. Man, do we gotta do everything myself?
Please retreat.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Stand up. Oh, Dimitri got a level. You know what? I should probably be playing as Dimitri. Yeah. What is he doing all the way down here? What are these two doing all the way down here? What are you doing? Why are you leaving the poor man all by himself? What are you doing?
With you, my brother. Please.
Gustav, how did you break through?
I don't
So you mean
understand.
to sway our precious Baron Dominic to your cause? Well, I won't allow it.
Oh, hello there.
There are so many of them. We can't let them reach my father.
Yeah, I
Surely
know.
you see the Western Lords have no hope of winning this fight, my brother. But together, we can put an end to that seductress.
Yet if I join you and we should fail,
Get
what becomes of us
Get
then? What becomes of the citizens of my barony?
Oh my god, how many of them are there? Jesus.
I refuse to hold.
Get out of here. See ya! Steve. Yeah. Got him. You have to try a lot harder than that, bud. A lot harder than
And
that.
she is who you choose to side with.
The decision was not one I took lightly, but I have a responsibility to keep my people safe.
What do you mean to do is fighting at it? There's another one? Where did you come from? I thought I'd taken all of you guys out. Come on.
However, my heart lies not in this fight. If you can promise victory, then I will join you.
Thank you, my brother. You will not regret this decision.
With my uncle on our side, we've got nothing to be afraid of.
Oh yeah! I love that move where Dimitri throws the lance.
Allow me to put
Though
you
he's
in
obviously
your
not
place.
really throwing the lance. I guess he's just
My dear Titanus.
magic lance?
Hunt
I don't
these
know.
beasts down.
Because the lance comes back to him immediately, so. See ya! Come on. Oh god, there's a tightness, isn't there?
Shall we? Let's give it a
Not a problem. I've got this.
Just send everything we
what I
have
can.
at it.
It's worth a
Everything.
shot.
I'll give it 1,000%.
All of them.
Leave
Every
everything to me.
single
I'll do my
one of
best.
them.
I'm a little
Every
nervous.
last
begin.
one.
It's time to move.
Begin the operation. Our orders are...
We cannot afford to lose the Baron after
Come
all
on.
we've done
2,
to secure
3,
his
4, 5. Goodbye.
Defeat the Western Lords and see him safe.
See ya! I'll deal with this one up here.
Another one of Cornelius' weapons?
Ow.
The damage will be immeasurable if such a monstrosity.
See ya! Oh, wow, that took him out in one shot.
Justice lies with us. I feel no shame.
I think I remember playing as Sedith on this chapter my first time
For the
through.
sake of your so
I don't know why I just remembered that, but I did. Ow! Listen here. Get out of here! Goodbye! Discount Gideon.
Win this handily.
Goodbye.
If there were
Yeah, let's do this.
Were the Western Lords involved in the tragedy?
Come on, baby. Is that all you got?
This was our only option, Your Majesty.
Oh, actually, where's Ash? Ash, do me a favor. Come over here.
Do my best.
Open this chest. It's the one good thing about Ash. He has that move.
No
Just allows
words
him to
can
open
spare you
chests
now.
whenever he feels like it.
You may plead your case to my father, beyond the veil of death.
About 40 minutes in right now.
I refuse to hold back.
Huh.
You won't.
I don't know why I just did a JoJo reference, but oh wow, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would.
Tactics will not serve us much good.
Okay, there's one down. One health bar down. Get away from it! Get away from it! Get away from it! What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What you doing? There's another health bar.
Allow me. Allow me.
Jesus.
Are you ready?
Just stand still for me, would you?
How? I had only reinforced its shell further.
Amusing.
Come on. Oh, baby. Got him. See ya.
My turn.
I've awaited this moment. She had that
All
in
right.
her back pocket this whole time.
Open this door.
Our knowledge runs far deeper
Come
than
on.
you barbarians could ever hope to understand.
Come on, you scaredy cats.
That's the last of the reinforcements. Things should be a little calmer now.
Let us march, my brother. We can reach Cornelia via the drawbridge to the east.
What? Huh? Dude, we have to go along this entire thing? You gotta be kidding me.
How dare you? Let's see how you like a taste of
Oh,
the
you have a
Viscum's
Visc. What the f. Where? Where, man?
What is this?
Stay out of it. I'll figure out a way to stop
Those
it.
are the same weapons we fought back in Ferdiad.
Looks like it's
There
right
must
here.
be a way to shut them down somewhere nearby.
Yep. Hello there. Oh my lord.
I don't know
Okay
what's up
then.
with those soldiers, but they're going after the
Well,
Baron.
well, that certainly is
As if
one
we're
way to
ready.
deal with them, huh?
You've already seen those weapons back in Ferdinand. We know what to do. Form a Baron.
God, yes.
I must keep.
Oh, come on. You have got to be kidding me. I think that's the first bad level up we've ever gotten in this game. Eat that. I'm gonna have to try a lot harder than
That
that.
was close. Let's go, Uncle.
This one mysterious soldier got away from me
Why can't
somehow.
you just be good little rats and die like you're supposed to?
Excuse me while I grab this purple thing over here.
They just don't stop coming. Come on, let's
And
take
now
them out.
you have to say goodbye. I'm sorry, but this is the end for you. Goodbye. Dude, we are ready. We are roaring to go right now. Where do these mysterious soldiers keep coming from? Seriously. Get out of here. Come on, I'm done with you. Ouch!
Hear me well. Lower
what?
this drawbridge at once.
Is that Baron
Where'd he go?
Dominic? Yes, my lord.
Man.
Right away.
Thank you, Uncle. Just a little bit further now.
Now I can get both of them in the same shot. See ya! Oh, dude, this dude is barely alive. There we go. Okay, then. My gosh. Where are we?
So, then come. On my life, you shall not break
You?
through.
Seriously?
We don't have time for this. What's your call
Yeah, no,
for?
shoot, dude.
Forgive the delay, warrior
What?
king Fergus. Allow us
Wait.
to join the fray.
I forgot that we had the Duskus on our side. Oh, baby. What a help, dude.
Support from Dusker? Tricks. What do we do now?
It's very easy.
Calm
You
yourself,
lose.
bro. We still have plenty of cards up our sleeve.
Oh, do you now? Oh, come on, dude!
More of those weapons. We'll never reach that witch now.
Just get out of here. I gotta go deal with more stuff now.
You won't stop me! Let us help you. We'll shut those things down.
Not a problem.
Oh my god, that door
I've
isn't
got this.
open.
Shall
Why
we?
isn't it open?
Let's give it a shot.
Begin the operation.
Let's do that. I'm gonna go handle this man over here.
Oh, calling for reinforcements, are you? How rude. I suppose it's time for the Western Knights to make their appearance.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
We must bolster their defenses.
Dude, it's like they don't stop, man. Of course, we have nobody. Oh my gosh. What? Wrong button.
Well, could've
Oh wait,
hurt.
no, that was dumb. Oh, that was real dumb. Oh, that makes me feel like an idiot.
Might be time for
That's
this.
just great.
Not a problem. I've
Okay,
got
go
this.
help that one. You guys
I'll do my
come
best.
down here and
I'm a
help
little
this one.
nervous about this.
I'll give it. Leave everything to.
I'll
And
do
the
what
rest
I
of
can.
you can help Mercedes.
March.
Okay.
I'll do what I can.
Take this guy out because
It's
it
worth
seems
a
like
shot.
that's the only way to actually get to
Let's
where we
begin.
need to be.
It's time to move.
Begin the operation.
Weapons continue to amaze me, no matter how many times we fight them. They're like nothing I've ever seen before.
Refuse to hold back.
Come on. Goodbye.
You
That should
won't
take him out. Yep,
That's
that
one
worked.
down. Let's get a move on to the next one.
Let's switch
Take a
over
breather.
to- Oh, wait a second. Did we disable the controls there? Yes, we did.
Shall we? Let's give it a
Begin the operation.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I got both of them. Nice. Nice, very nice. Ooh, that's it.
Take this stronghold.
See ya! Both of them. Okay, there's another one disabled. There's one more.
Allow me.
I will not let you lay a hand on them.
Where did Cornelia get these
Booyah!
weapons anyway?
Okay, come on. Oh, I got both of them. Nice. Very nice.
We fought off the enemy
I can go.
I need to
Alrighty
be
then.
strong.
reinforcements, but we must stay vigilant. Those guarding the weapons cannot be defeated.
What are we doing now? We'll, like, just open up the door. We literally have every stronghold on the map.
On to Cornelia.
Please retreat.
Clever little vermin, aren't they? I'll need some time to reactivate the
Goodbye.
disco. I trust you know what to do.
Yes, of course. I suppose that means I'll be going out there.
Really?
Take a breather.
Hero himself is joining us.
Let's just do this. Get this over with.
Do what you must to protect those controls.
Worry not, King of Fargus. We will not let the controls fall into enemy hands.
We cannot let
Nice.
them reclaim those weapons. Do not allow the enemy near the strongholds.
Come on, man. This never ends.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to me.
Seriously, dude. My gosh.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Begin the operation.
Send help to the Dusker soldiers. They need assistance controlling those strongholds.
We will proceed as planned.
I don't understand. Where did I go wrong?
Forgot about that. Won't let you switch out of that. Do that. Whatever.
None remain who can shield you from our vengeance.
Okay, that should be one down, one to go.
We will be counting on you.
Okay, that's another one down.
I hope to keep my hands clean, but it seems
Set us there.
there's
Go
nothing
here.
for it.
Bye. I love that move.
I shall take the lead. So, finally show yourself. There will be no escape from this time, I assure you.
Allow me. I can go.
Let's go, take this lady out. Hmm?
We've managed to fight them off for now. Nicely done, everyone.
It looks like we actually got this done basically just in time.
You kingdom
Nope.
dogs are good at giving
Not letting you
chase.
get that off. I still forgot to change Mercedes' class. My God!
Are you ready?
It's only us and her now. But keep your
Come on,
heads on
lady.
straight.
You
Watch
and all
out
that.
for those weapons.
That. Pretty good damage out of this. Gonna keep it going until it stops.
Very good. Don't stop now. I'm actually
Or until she stops
enjoying
getting
this.
I won't back down. I won't ask for your forgiveness.
This is
I always used to
we're
worry
not giving
about
her a
you,
chance to
Mercedes.
breathe.
But I see now that there is no need.
A man of Dusker, hmm?
Like, seriously,
I
we
should
are
have
not giving her a
exterminated
chance
you
to
when I
breathe.
had the chance.
Even were his majesty to forgive the atrocities
Poor lady.
committed, I never will.
Out of soldiers already. I told Tallis I needed more than this.
Oh, and here's another one.
Please retreat.
Is this over? I think, yep, it's over.
Not much further. Everyone, together.
No, there is no further to go in here. It's over.
I lose? Curse this feeble flesh.
Seize the witch. It's time she told us the truth.
What a horrible way to treat a saint.
Your mages have met their end, Cornelia. And soon, so will you. You cannot warp yourself out of this. Now let me ask you again. What became of my stepmother? Does she yet live?
No, long dead, I'm afraid. She killed the husband who kept her from the sweet little daughter she loved so dearly, only to lose her own life at that same daughter's hand.
You can't mean...
Didn't I already tell you? Your stepsister has the answers. So this body has reached its end. How pitifully frail you all are.
Nice S-Class victory, baby.
Wait.
Ugh.
What? I'm...
Nice.
This...
I need to change Mercedes' class.
This will help.
Seriously, I really do. He does have a lot of money at this point. He's very good.
If I seek the truth, I'll have to retrieve it from the Emperor herself. Cornelia said as much before her spirit left this realm. Only a fool would take that temptress at her word. But I do believe there is truth to her claim. Edelgard knows something. The Empire was surely involved in my father's death. And perhaps she was as well.
Hold on, Bor. You owe us all an explanation here. The Emperor is your stepsister?
My apologies. I suppose I never mentioned it.
So if I've got this straight, after you were born, your dad got remarried to her mom?
Correct. Though the truth of my stepmother's background was never revealed to the public, as you can imagine. Of course, all that is in the past now. There is no reason to keep hiding it from my closest allies.
Your Majesty, if I may, I can handle the explanation.
That will no doubt prove faster. You knew my father many years longer than I did.
It all started 20 years ago, when a dreadful plague ravaged Ferdiad. King Lambert's wife was among those claimed by its spread. In hopes of bringing an end to the epidemic, the king sought experts from across the land. Scholars, doctors, mages. Among those, it was an imperial scholar by the name of Cornelia who finally turned the page on our suffering and put an end to the pestilence.
Oh yes, I've heard about that. She helped develop many of the districts in the capital as well, didn't she? It's a little weird to think she's the one who planned out the places we all lived.
They even used to call her a saint. What could have happened to her to make her so different?
Interestingly enough, she never asked for any kind of reward for her feat. Well, at first. In lieu of any compensation, monetary or otherwise, she requested that we rescue one of her old friends from the Empire. Which is the story of how the late king came to meet his future wife, Lady Patricia. Or should I say, Lady Anselma.
I don't get it. Why would she need saving?
I'm not sure of all the details myself, but I know she was banished from the court after becoming involved in some sort of political dispute. Lambert always did have a soft spot for those in need. And of course, in the thick of all that, the two developed feelings for each other. It's difficult to say for sure if it was love, but it was something. Anyway, that's all I have.
Looking back on the events now, it's hard to know just how much of it was part of Cornelia's plot. In any case, I must learn more about my stepmother's death. I have no doubt it connects in some manner to the truth about the tragedy. Who was Cornelia working for? And what was Edelgard's role in all of it? If I truly want to know, well, there's only one person I can turn to.
You want to get answers from the Emperor of the very region we're at war with? Is that even possible? I mean, Edelgard is our enemy. She and her like have stamped the life out of so many of our allies. And we've done the same to hers. I don't see how the two sides could just sit down for a chat after all that.
Perhaps not. Make no mistake, she is still our bitter enemy. But I've no other choice. We've extracted all the information we could from the Western Lords. And as Cornelia has departed this world, the Emperor is the only one left we can turn to. Gustav, I'll be leaving reconstruction of the West to you and the Baron.
Understood, Your Majesty. Do you mean to make for Aryan Road?
Indeed I do. Even the most impregnable fortress in all Fodlan cannot hold off an onslaught forever. I know not how or when Edelgard will make her presence known, but we must hold the Silver Maiden, by any means necessary.
Nice, got a new weapon. Very nice. Ugh.
Azure Gleam. Reunion at the Fortress City. The Kingdom army crushes the Western Lords, and with them, the budding civil war. But amidst the chaos, Adrestia strikes at Aryan Road. Dimitri marches on the Fortress City at once, and challenges the Emperor herself to save those trapped within the Silver Maiden's walls.
Let's reacquaint ourselves with the situation. Our forces have already pulled out of Arundel territory and withdrawn to the fortress city of Aryan Road. The same city which finds itself now besieged by the Imperial Army.
Most troubling, Your Majesty. The Knights of Seiros dispatched their very best to the scene, but they find themselves at the sword end of the Emperor's personal guard. Still, the Citadel will not fall easily. The stalemate could continue for some time yet.
Can we really afford to wait, though? Aryan Road supplies have got to be running thin by now.
If we go without proper preparation, the Imperial Army will simply crush us.
Agreed. We should be using the time we have to strike in a manner most favorable to our situation. What we need to do is sever the Imperial supply chain. Then, overwhelm and exterminate the withering remains of Edelgard's army.
Hold on, you want to win the whole war in one go?
Indeed I do. We have been gifted the opportunity of a lifetime, and I do not intend to let it slip through my fingers. It will be a pincer attack, with the fortress at the Empire's front and our battalion at their rear. Even with their larger numbers, we will hold the advantage.
All the more so with the Knights of Seiros in charge of defending Aryan Road.
And even if the Emperor herself escapes, we'll have still dealt a huge blow to the Empire's military.
Oh, I feel nervous all of a sudden. I never expected we'd reach a decisive battle like this so soon. Will we truly be able to win?
We can do this. I know we can. The terrain here is in our favor. As long as we press that advantage, we'll come out on top.
Let us rally the troops, Your Majesty.
Yes. Onward. To victory!
There we have it. The Empire and the Kingdom finally squaring off in broad daylight. What a fascinating development, and a troubling one.
I am well acquainted with that look of yours, Claude. What could you be scheming this time? If I recall, you made a similar face the other afternoon, when we swept aside the Imperial Army ourselves.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just contemplating the fate of the Alliance the only way I know how.
Don't worry about him, Lawrence. He doesn't always look it, but Claude takes this stuff seriously. I promise.
She's right, you know. I'm constantly thinking about our next plan of action. Thankfully, the Empire's turned its beady little eyes away from us for now. It seems they're focusing all their attention on the West. And we owe that title shift to Duke Gloucester's feigned betrayal. The former Duke Gloucester, I mean. Thanks to him, we managed to run the Empire clean out of Leicester. But there's more to their strategy shift than that.
Do you speak of the unrest within the kingdom? Such internal struggles would certainly leave them rather defenseless in the wake of an attack. But the situation may change anew at any moment. We mustn't grow complacent. If they emerge victorious against the kingdom, it is difficult to imagine what course of action the Imperial Army would take next.
Yeah. Whatever happens in this battle, it'll shape the future of Fodlan for years to come. I might be brilliant, but even I'm having trouble predicting who's gonna come out on top. But whoever it is, I bet anything we'll need to strike a deal to keep them at bay. I guess we should be ready for either outcome. Oh, and Lawrence, I'll be asking all sorts of little favors from you, so plan on being busy for a long while.
If needs must, I would do anything for the Alliance.
We can't stand in the crossfire between the Kingdom and the Empire forever. It's high time the Alliance grabbed the reins of history and started steering in our own direction.
Ugh. Alright. So, we... excuse me, are going to end it off here for today. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please share the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I make a new video. And I'll see you all on the next episode of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes.